Hello, jr4. Let's continue talking about concept 2. Now we are going to talk about a new system, which is called the nervous system. Before that, all of us know now the 5 senses. What are the 5 senses? Sight, smelling, hearing, tasting, and touching. So again, the 5 senses are sight by using your eyes, smelling by using your nose, hearing by using your ears, tasting by using your tongue, and touching by using your skin. So now you can tell me which senses that you are going to use when I'm explaining this lesson now. Again, what are the senses that you are going to use if I am explaining or when I am explaining right now this lesson? Think. Yes, sight, seeing my slide here, and hearing. Yes, so if you want to know or attend this lesson, you are going to use the sight sense and hearing sense. Sight by your eyes and hearing by your ears. But what makes you understand this lesson? So you are going to collect information from me, but what makes you understand this lesson? Yes, excellent. Your brain helps you understand this lesson, which belongs to the nervous system. So again, you are going to collect information through the 5 senses, and then the brain will process these information, will understand these information. So the 5 senses are considered a part of nervous system. There is integrity, jr4, between nervous system and these senses. What's meant by integrity? Like they work together. They, like here, the senses collect information and then the brain will process them. Okay, so they work together. So we say it, there is integrity between nervous system and these senses. But before we study the nervous system, now let's know the structure of the nervous system. Or the nervous system consists of what? Number 1, the brain, like we said. The brain is the main control center of the body. Again, number 1, the brain, which is the main control center of the body. And the brain here at our back from its back is connected to a bundle of nerves. These bundle of nerves, they are found in the backbone. They pass through the backbone. These bundle of nerves, they have a name called spinal cord. Again, called spinal cord. That is the spinal cord in our back. So it passes through the backbone. You know the backbone? The series of bones in your back. Inside it, the spinal cord passes through the backbone. What is the job or the function of the spinal cord? It carries messages from the brain. It carries messages from the brain to the body and from the body to the brain. Again, it carries messages from the brain to the body and then from the body to the brain. But now, again, the number 3, the component number 3 is or are the nerves. They carry messages from brain through and the spinal cord to the body, and vice versa. The nerves, they are like wires. There are network of wires. They're spread in all over the body. They carry the messages from different parts of the body, then pass them to the spinal cord. Then the spinal cord will carry message to the brain, and vice versa means in the opposite, from the brain, then the spinal cord, then nerves to the body. So again, the function of nerves, they are like cables. They are like the cables that carry messages from brain and spinal cord to the body, and from the body to the spinal cord and the brain. That's the meaning of vice versa. Vice versa means and the opposite. Previously, we talked about two different species of animals, like the amphibians. Do you know the amphibians? Why do we call them amphibians? Because they have something in common, like the frog and toads and salamander. They have something in common. They live in moist. What about the panther, chameleon, and agama lizards and snakes? They crawl like a babies. So we put them in their species or their group of animals or group of living organisms called reptiles. So each group of living organisms have the same or common characteristics. We put them in the same species. What about our species, the human? The humans belong to species called mammals. Again, the humans belong to species called mammals. Again, repeat after me. Mammals. Mammals. What are the mammals? They are the living organisms that they can give birth, and the female can feed their babies. So again, like what? Like the humans, elephant, dog, cats, all of them, they have the same nervous system. So all mammals have the same nervous system, and also the cow. Now I will ask you a question. Does the dog have brain? Yes, because the dog is a mammal and it has the same nervous system of the human. Does the cat have spinal cord? Yes, because the cat is from mammals. They have the same nervous system. Does the elephant have nerves? Yes, because the elephant is from mammals. They have the same nervous system, which consists of brain, spinal cord, and nerves. What is the function of the nervous system? What's meant by function? The job. What is the job of the nervous system? The job of the nervous system is collecting or gathering information about what happens inside and outside the body. Inside, like what? For example, here, if you are hungry, that's inside of your body. If you have a pain in your tummy, okay, that's inside your body. So the nervous system collects information or gather information about what happens inside your body and outside. Like here, like maybe smelling a perfume, hearing a sound, seeing a picture, that's outside of the body. Then sends these information to the brain. After that, understanding and processing what this information means. This will happen by what? What will understand or process these information? The brain. Excellent. According to this information, a signal or a message or a response is sent to the body telling it what to do. Okay? Now, how do information from the brain to be processed? We said that the brain is connected to a group of nerves known as the spinal cord. Again, remind me, where is our spinal cord? We can find it what? It passes, excellent, through the backbone in our back. The spinal cord branches to smaller branches. These smaller branches called nerves. Remember the cables? Here the yellow lines here, they are called nerves. So which are distributed through all parts of the body. Now the sensory organs like the eyes, ears, skin, tongue, and nose receive information from the environment. All of us know through what? Through the nerves, sensory organs. But now the sensory organs, they have special types of nerves. Again, these sensory organs, what are the sensory organs? The eyes, ears, skin, tongue, and nose. They have special types of nerves. They are like gates or like buttons. Okay? They will receive the information. We call them sensory receptors. The nerves of the sensory organs, we call them sensory receptors. Repeat after me, sensory receptors. They are special nerves that will receive the information from the sensory organ. Like what? Like the button of electricity. If you click the button to turn the electricity, the messages will travel in the electric wires and then the lamp will light up. The sensory organs, they are like the button that you click it to turn on the lights. These nerves called sensory receptors. They will send the messages through what? What are the cables in our body? The nerves. The nerves spread across the whole body, connect the sensory organs with the brain. The nerves transmit information from the sensory organ. The information, what passes inside the nerves, we have to know that they are not messages. They travel in the form of electrical impulses. They travel in the form of electrical impulses. So, like electricity, like if I want to turn off the lamp, so I'm going to click on the button. What will move inside the cables? Electricity. But here, what will move inside the nerves? Electrical impulses. The electrical impulses will move to the brain. Here, this person saw this cup and he wants to hold it. So he recognized this cup by what? Which sensory organs? Excellent. Eyes. So which nerves that they are going to receive the information of the picture on the eyes? The sensory receptors will receive the information, and then this information will pass through the nerves, but in the form of what? Electrical impulses. In the form of what? Electrical impulses. They are not information, they are not messages. They have a name called electrical impulses. Then reached the brain. The brain will understand this. So then we'll tell send another messages. Now you know that these messages called electrical impulses. These messages will travel, electrical impulses will travel to the muscle of my hand, telling my hand to move and hold the cup. Okay. Some nerves, jr4, you have to know, some nerves, they are not, or they have nerves connected directly to the brain. Some nerves are connected directly to the brain. We said here that the nerves connected to the spinal cord, but there are some other nerves connected directly to the brain, which are the nerves of here. Can you see here what are the nerves connected directly to the brain? Yes, the nerves of the eyes. Yes, and what else? The nose. And what else? The tongue. And also there is an important, very important organ in our body, should be directly connected to the brain by the nerves, called the heart. So again, some of these nerves are directly connected to the brain, such as nerves of the eyes and the nerves of the heart. Now let's take an example on how does the human body respond to an external stimulus, like the smell of pizza. Whenever you smell something such as the pizza, you receive the information through your nose, excellent, but through the special nerves in your nose, which is called what? The nerves that they are in the sensory organs, the nose, called what? Sensory receptors. The sensory receptors receive. The sensory receptors receive the information from your nose, from the surrounding. Then the sensory receptor of the smell that are found in the back of your nose send the specific signals along the nerves to your brain. Remember, these signals, they are in the form of electrical impulses. They are not these messages, we call them electrical impulses. Once the smell reaches your brain, it is processed. Processed means understood by the brain to produce the proper response, such as determining the type of food. But what makes you tell us that this is the type, or your mom is cooking pizza, or this restaurant is restaurant of pizza? What makes you tell us that this is the smell of pizza? Yes, you have a memory in your brain. The memory in your brain plays a role in responding to the pizza smell, whereas the memory sent signals clarify that the pizza smell is related to food. Here is the definition of the sensory receptors. They are nerves found in different places of the body, and they are responsible for receiving information from surroundings. Another example, when your ears hear the bird chirping, like producing sound waves, singing, your ears send a message through the nerves. Remember, the message is called what? The message that will be sent by the nerves called what? Excellent, electrical impulses to the brain. These electrical impulses will be sent through the brain, which processes these sound waves. Then the brain sends a signal to the body to tell it what to do, such as turning around to search for the bird on a tree. Some messages which are called reflex action are so fast that you cannot realize it. Like here, you didn't see the bird. You were just lying under the tree like this boy, and you suddenly hear the sound of the bird. So you suddenly turn around without even you think of it. These fast actions called reflex action. Called what? Reflex action. Other messages are sent from and to the brain automatically, like the signal to breathe. Like, do we sense, or do we feel, or do we control the breathing? No. These messages automatically work, like the signals of breathing, like the signals of heart beating. These messages, they are under control of us. They already sent to the brain, and the brain helps it to work, okay, without any of our interference. Okay, so again, we said two different types of messages. Some messages sent automatically, like breathing or heart beating, and some messages are very, very fast, or actions are very, very fast. Our body takes these actions without even thinking. These actions called reflex action. They happen very, very fast. Another examples on the reflex action, the action that you take, your body takes them very, very fast without even you recognize it. Like what? Here, if you touch the thorns or the spines of the cactus plant without even seeing it, just approach your hand to the cactus plant, you will quickly withdraw your hand. And also, if you touch, or your hand touch a hot, very hot cup of tea, you will suddenly or quickly withdraw your hand in less than a second. And another example, here, the small animal, the small animal, which we are going to know later, that the jerboa, the snake, eats it. This small animal, when it's here, the snake moving nearby it, it jumps quickly in less than 1 second. This is a reflex action. When it see the snake, it suddenly moves, jump away from it. That's a reflex action. Happens very, very fast. Actions happen very, very fast. And also, like blinking of your eyes. If something is approached to your eyes, you're, without even recognizing or understanding this, you are going to what? Close your eyes. That's your blinking. If something comes suddenly near your eyes, you are going to close it. That's called a reflex action. That's the nervous system, jr4. We are going to continue concept 2. See you in the next lesson.